Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my introduction for Pan That Palette 2020. I am so excited. I'm always excited to introduce a new project, but especially a Pan That Palette. As much fun as I had panning my palette from last year, I'm ready for a change and I'm so excited to start working on some new eyeshadows, some of which I will hopefully be moving out completely in this year. First of all, I will still be doing Baby Pan That Palette. I've been working on these two shadows right here, this purple one and this light kind of grayish lavender shade. These were originally part of a Lancome duo that I depotted into this palette right here. And I'm gonna keep working on them until they're finished. So these two are gonna stay in my Pan That Palette monthly updates until they're finished. That's where they are right now. Let's talk about Pan That Palette. Every year around July, I post a video where I kind of think about what I'm leaning towards as far as project panning for the next year. And you guys like to see what I'm thinking about. You like it when I show you some of the eyeshadows that are in my stash. And I have fun shopping my stash and playing like a what if scenario out. So I had talked about in that video that I knew I wanted to go smaller for 2020 and that as much as I liked panning that magnetic palette with all those eyeshadows, that it was a little too much for a panner like me and that I felt like I could be more successful with less options. Now, when you see all of the products I'm going to be panning, I'm not gonna have less options, I'm gonna have more options. But for the purpose of my Pan That Palette, I will have fewer options. After I posted that video, the Pantastic Ladies revealed that their Pan That Palette theme for the year of 2020 is Panning Solitaire. That is a project that was created by my friend Erin. If any of you guys are in any part of the panning community, you know Erin. Her name is spelled E-R-Y-N-N with two N's, and you have seen her either on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram. She has a channel. I will link her channel down below along with the playlist of everybody that's doing this project this year so that you can binge watch a lot of project panning intros because it's the best. So anyways, Erin created Panning Solitaire, and the whole point of this project is to progressively work from a single eyeshadow to a duo eyeshadow to a trio, quad, quint, 6-pan, 7-pan, and keep going until the year ends. They said you could work on multiple palettes at a time and that ultimately it was rolling. The theme of this project this year goes right along with what I was saying back in July of last year about focusing in on a little bit less than what I was working on in 2019. It also goes right alongside my love of finishing up my smaller eyeshadows, which is the whole point of Baby Pan That Palette, moving out those smaller products. So I thought, you know what? Although I am not 100% committed to all of the Pantastic Ladies projects, I have to do what works for me personally before I choose the projects from their Facebook group. If it does work out, I am extra excited because I love to join the Pantastic Ladies with these big group collabs. And if I can make it work for me, that's awesome. So I'm so glad that this project fit with what I was looking to do anyways. By the way, if you were a member of the Pantastic Ladies Facebook group, you did have a chance to vote on which product we chose. They gave us like 4 options and this one won. So congratulations, Erin, on having your project idea win. If I was to name this project, I think I would have called it Panning Straight or Panning Flush. But it's not my project, it's yours. So Panning Solitaire it is. I'm sure everybody's gonna be doing this in a way that fits for them, but I decided that for me personally, I would be starting with a single, a duo, and a trio. That's 6 shadows, so I figured that seems really manageable. I will start with those 6 alongside the 2 shadows that are in my Baby Pan That Palette and work on those for this year. If I can finish even 1 eyeshadow out of those 6, I will roll in a quad to spice it up. And if I could finish 1 more shadow, I will roll in a quint to keep it interesting. But for now, I'm gonna start with a single, a duo, and a trio. Let me show you what they are. For my single, I chose this Sephora eyeshadow in the shade Outrageous Metallic Beige. I have 5 or 6 of these Outrageous eyeshadows in different shades. They have this amazing quilted pattern. They're domed a little bit. There's quite a bit of product in this one eyeshadow. It is 3.5 grams or 0.12 ounces. A typical Urban Decay eyeshadow is 0.5 ounces. A typical MAC shadow is 0.6 ounces. So this is double the amount of product that's in a MAC shadow. So this is huge. I doubt I'm going to be able to finish this one eyeshadow this year. This is too much product, but I really want to use it and enjoy it. I'm so excited about this eyeshadow. It's basically brand new and I've had it for several years. I got this on clearance one year. Wait till you see the swatch. That's just one swipe. It is so foiled. It is so beautiful. I'm really into these kind of cool toned, taupey, metallic shades right now. I've been craving them big time. There was a shadow similar to this in my Pan That palette. I just didn't use it as much as I would have liked. But for now, I will be working on this shadow and I'm just gonna make as much progress on it as I can. I don't think I can realistically finish this one shade this year, but if I can, that would be amazing. But just to get as much use as possible out of this single will feel amazing. Let's move on to the duo. I thought long and hard about taking the duo that's in my Baby Pan That palette and making that the duo for this project. And I almost did it, but in the end, I decided not to. Because I really do want to keep the Baby Pan That palette separate, and I really want to be able to roll in a new Baby Pan That palette when this duo is done. So I'm keeping it separate, but I thought long and hard about just including those 2 shadows into this project for now. Instead, I decided to go with this duo right here. This is the Smashbox right here. This is the Smashbox Full Exposure Sample Duo. I am not sure where this came from. It might have been a gift with purchase, or it might have been in like an Ipsy bag or something, but I've had it for a while. These are the 2 shades right here. The top is a very pretty golden shade, a shimmery golden shade, and the bottom's kind of like your average light brown transition shade. There's nothing really special about either of these or unique to my stash, but they're nice shadows and I'm sure I'll enjoy using them. There's the gold right there and there's the light brown right there. It's definitely warmer than the single. And finally, for the trio that I'm going to be starting with, I decided I wanted to finish this Physicians Formula trio in the shade Baked Oatmeal. This needs to go. This wasn't on my radar until I started filming the Products I Have Pan On videos. And every 6 months I film a Products I Have Pan On. And this keeps popping up. And I realized that I would like to not have this pop up in future Products I Have Pan On. I would like to finish this and move it out. The packaging is broken. I already have pan on one shade in the middle. These shades definitely perform better wet versus dry. They're baked, so you can do that. You can just wet them and use them that way. And that's possibly what I plan to do for the majority of these, is use them wet. They really don't look like much when you swatch them dry. There they are right there. Brown, vanilla, and the light kind of taupey shade right there. What a boring palette, huh? Look at that. My hand looks like nothing. That's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm going to have plenty of color in some other eyeshadows that I'm working on this year, but these are staples that I really think I can use up and enjoy, particularly this one. Out of everything I've shown you today, I really want to focus on using up the 2 shadows in my Baby Pan That palette and moving this one out above everything else. if I can finish this, I will have considered my Pan-That palette a success, because I really would like to finish this off entirely, if nothing else. Updates will be monthly. I will leave the playlist for everybody down below that's participating in this project. It is a huge group collab. The Pantastic Ladies Pan-That palette themes always are. Please check out everybody down below so you could see what they're panning for this project and how they're doing this project. For next month, I don't have any goals set. Other than to hit pan on that light lavender shade in my baby Pan-That palette, I do not have any other goals set for the month of January, just to use these as much as possible. For February, I will set some specific goals for the 6 shades that are in my Pan-That palette. But for now, I just want to familiarize myself with these products and see how I like to use them. I'm really looking forward to a lot of 1 and 2 and maybe 3 shadow looks for now. I really got tired of trying to force myself to use 4, 5, and 6 shadow looks over the last year. That was one of the biggest issues I had with the experiment, was that I had to use so many shadows in a day, and that was really what burnt me out, because I didn't realize how easy a nice 2 shadow look was until I couldn't just do a 2 shadow look. And I picked these eyeshadows out in particular, thinking that they might make some lovely 1, 2, and 3 shadow looks, and that I can enjoy that for quite a while until I'm sick of doing those. So I will meet you back here in a month with my first month update for this project. I'm so excited to have something new to work on, and I'm really optimistic. I'm always optimistic. I am the most optimistic person when it comes to project panning. No matter how many times I don't meet my goal, every time I start a new project, I'm optimistic. That's just the way my brain works. I can't help it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.